There is one main concept that trumps all others in regard to this topic. It affects your habits, your behaviors, and when paired with your identity and self-image, will define a lot of who you are. No matter what habit you're trying to start or stop, this is the best lens to look through. In the book Atomic Habits, James Clear states that when you're trying to either A, stop a bad habit, or B, start a good one, there are two things you need to remember. One, good habits must be attractive. And two, bad habits must be unattractive. Both of these are specific to your case. They either need to be attractive to you or unattractive to you. So how do we go about making good habits attractive and bad habits unattractive? Well, I'm going to go in depth in this video. Okay, first thing, good habits must be attractive. There are three main ways you can think about making your good habits you're trying to start or continue going on more attractive to you. The first one is probably the easiest one, and this is to lower the resistance. You need to reduce the friction that it takes to get the habit done. The most common way you can do this is through preparation. Let's say you want to start running every morning. The night before, you lay out your clothes by your bed and your shoes by the front door. The next day when you wake up, you don't have to think about rummaging through your drawers and picking the clothes. You just get up, put the clothes on, walk to your front door, put the shoes on, and walk out the door. Now you've lowered the resistance and the friction towards going through and following through with this habit. Now you've followed through by reducing the friction and the resistance on completing the habit. The second thing you can do to make it more attractive is to hack your caveman brain and give it a simple reward when you do the good habit. This ensures that you have something to look forward to when you complete the habit, and it reinforces the good habit when you do. For example, let's say you're on a no sugar diet and you're trying to hit the gym more. Something you can do to reward yourself after you hit your workout is eat some sweet fruit. This way, your brain is getting that immediate reward, saying we like this habit because we get this reward. Now, the third thing you can do is making not doing the good habit more unattractive. Therefore, making doing the good habit more attractive by contrast. The way you do this is by setting up a consequence or punishment for yourself. This is an example that I've used for myself and it's worked very well. On the example of running again, let's say every time you miss your morning run, you Venmo one of your runner friends $50. Now, because that sucks, you're more likely to keep running every day just to avoid the pain of paying your friend $50. Not only does it drain your bank account, but it puts some social pressure on you because you know your friends are going to be like, dang, he missed his run again, here's the $50 he just paid me. To summarize all of this, think of a good habit you're trying to start. What are some ways that you can reduce the friction? What are some simple rewards that you can give yourself for completing the good habit? And lastly, what are some consequences you can implement so that way you're more likely to follow through with your good habits? With all this in mind, let me know down in the comments what you're going to do in regards to the good habit that you're working on. Which of these is your favorite strategies and what are you immediately thinking of applying? Now, the second piece is making your bad habits unattractive. These are essentially the inverse or opposite of the first three rules I gave. First, you need to raise the resistance and increase the friction it takes to go forward and complete the bad habit. For example, let's say you're trying to quit gaming. When your Xbox is out in the living room, every time you come home from school or work, it's going to be a lot easier to just sit down and game. One way you can increase the friction is putting the Xbox high up in a closet and giving your parents or your friends the remote. This way, it's a lot harder to go and follow through with your bad habit. The second thing you can do is once again hack your caveman brain. You can give yourself a consequence every time you do the bad habit. Now, this consequence needs to be immediately following. So for example, let's say on your way home from work or school you got some ice cream, but you're trying to lose weight. The consequence is as soon as I get home, I don't do anything else until I do 100 push-ups. This makes it so you're less likely to buy ice cream in the future if you hate doing push-ups, and it also gives you the positive benefit. Now, the third thing you can do is make a bad habit more unattractive by giving yourself a reward for not doing it. For example, if you wanted fast food on the way home from work or school and you avoid it, you can put the $20 you would have spent towards a new watch, new pair of shoes, whatever you want. This way, you're immediately getting a reward for consciously making the switch in your mind to not do the bad habit. To summarize, think of a bad habit that you're trying to stop. What can you do to increase the friction and the resistance to actually get through and do the bad habit? What can you do to immediately give yourself a consequence if you do the bad habit? And lastly, what are some rewards that you can implement for successfully avoiding doing the bad habit? If you made it to the end of this video and you found it valuable, I appreciate you. Share this with a friend that you think would benefit from the information that I gave in this video. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and like and comment something that you found valuable out of the video, and also how you're going to apply it. That's going to help the YouTube algorithm push my video out to more people so I can help more people with their habits. In a way, by liking and commenting, you're helping other people become their best self as well. And with that, I will see you guys in the next one.